The sleepy scientist is here, ready to gently guide you into the quiet embrace of the night. Tonight, our journey begins not in the deep cosmic void, but right here, in the very heart of our own visual experience, the tender transition from darkness to light. We'll explore how our eyes, with exquisite delicacy, begin to perceive the subtle nuances of illumination, revealing the hidden colors that lie nestled within the shadows, inviting your mind to drift into a state of serene contemplation. Let your breath deepen, let your thoughts soften, and simply be. Imagine, if you will, the profound stillness of the very last moments of deep night, just before the world considers its gentle awakening. Everything is swathed in an almost velvety darkness, a soft, enveloping quietude that mutes all sharp edges and urgent demands. In this pre-dawn hush, your eyes, accustomed to the absence of light, begin their subtle, tireless work. They are not straining, not forcing, but rather patiently adapting, gently expanding their pupils to gather every available, fleeting photon, like delicate nets cast into an inky sea. This isn't a sudden, jarring shift, but a gradual, almost imperceptible softening of the absolute dark, a tender invitation for the visual world to slowly coalesce. Consider the first, faint suggestion of dawn, a pearlescent glimmer at the very edge of the horizon, often unnoticed by the hurried waking world. This isn't a burst of brilliant color, but a soft, almost colorless light, a grayscale promise of what is to come. Your eyes, still steeped in the slumbering depths of night, begin to discern the most subtle variations in this nascent illumination. The shadowy outline of a distant tree might emerge from the deeper gloom, or the faintest hint of a window pane might become discernible against the wall. This is the realm of the rods in your retina, specialized cells that excel in low-light conditions, silently working to perceive patterns of light and shadow, without yet registering the vibrant tapestry of color. They are the quiet sentinels of the twilight, faithfully translating the faintest flickers into a coherent, if muted, image. As this first tender light gently strengthens, perhaps a soft, diffused glow begins to seep around the edges of your curtains, or through the subtle weave of a blind. The room, still largely bathed in shadow, now reveals a greater depth. You might notice the subtle texture of a beloved blanket, or the faint contour of a sleeping pet. This isn't about brightness, but about the increasing richness of subtle detail that emerges from the fading dark. The world is not yet vibrantly alive, but it is breathing, revealing itself in soft, graduating shades of gray, a quiet invitation to deeper observation. It's like a sculptor's hand, delicately shaping form from clay, adding definition with each gentle touch, preparing the surface for the eventual bloom of color. Now, imagine that first tender ray of actual sunlight, a single golden filament, finding its way into your quiet space. It might steal through a tiny gap in the curtains, painting a luminous stripe across the floor, or fall softly upon a piece of furniture, illuminating it with a gentle, focused glow. In this moment, the cones in your retina, the cells responsible for color vision, begin to stir. They are not yet fully awake, not yet capable of perceiving the full spectrum of hues, but they are beginning their quiet work, responding to this first, soft kiss of chromatic energy. The stripe of light on the floor might carry a faint, warm tint, or the illuminated furniture might reveal a hint of its true, underlying color, a subtle blush of awakening. This gentle awakening of color vision is a profound marvel, unfolding with an almost dreamlike grace. It's not a switch being flipped, but a gradual, exquisite process of interpretation. As more light filters into the space, the cones begin to collaborate, comparing the different wavelengths of light they receive. It is this comparison, this subtle dialogue between the red sensing, green sensing, and blue sensing cones that allows your brain to begin painting the world in vibrant hues. A soft green pillow might reveal its full verdant depth. A muted red book might glow with a quiet warmth, all emerging from the simple, increasing presence of light. The atmosphere itself seems to become a canvas, receiving the delicate strokes of morning's palette. Consider the way a still, dark room, when a candle is gently lit, slowly reveals its colors. First, the immediate area around the flame is touched by a warm, dancing glow, illuminating objects in a limited yet profound spectrum. As your eyes adapt and the faint illumination spreads, more colors begin to emerge, not with jarring intensity, but with a soft, inviting subtlety. The deep blue of a vase might appear as an almost indigo shadow, or the soft yellow of a curtain might become a pale, buttery hue. This process of color revelation, driven by gentle illumination, teaches us about the eye's incredible adaptability and its patient capacity to perceive nuances even in the softest light. This delicate interplay of light and perception also involves your brain, which is not merely a passive recipient of visual information, but an active, creative participant. It takes the raw signals from your retina and begins to interpret, to infer, and to complete the visual picture. Even in low light, your brain might fill in colors based on memory or expectation, painting a subtle suggestion of hue before the light is strong enough to fully confirm it. It's a gentle form of visual dreaming, where your mind quietly anticipates the full spectrum of the world, preparing the inner canvas for the day's unfolding masterpiece. The flicker in our title refers not to instability, but to the gentle, almost imperceptible changes in light intensity that continually inform our vision. Even in seemingly steady light, the subtle movement of air, the distant passing of a cloud, or the minute shifting of your own gaze causes tiny variations in the photons reaching your eye. Your visual system is exquisitely sensitive to these small changes, constantly adapting, constantly adjusting, ensuring that your perception of light and color is rich, nuanced, and continuously updated. It's a dynamic, unhurried process, a perpetual dance between the external world and your internal interpretation. Ultimately, this exploration of the gentle flicker of first light reminds us that perception is a quiet miracle. It's not about overwhelming brilliance, but about the delicate dance of photons, the subtle awakening of cells, and the profound interpretive power of the brain. In these initial moments of visual awareness, as the world gently reveals its colors from the depths of night, we are invited to appreciate the exquisite tenderness of our senses, our capacity to draw beauty and meaning from the faintest glimmers. It's a reminder that even the grandest spectacles begin with a soft, unassuming touch, a subtle invitation to perceive. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the memory of this gentle flicker of first light to soothe your mind. Imagine your eyes softly resting, patiently allowing the subtle colors of your inner world to emerge, unburdened by the demands of waking vision. Feel the profound quietude that accompanies this delicate process, knowing that your senses are capable of incredible nuance, even in the softest illumination. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous awakening of your own perception. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly awakening embrace of your own inner vision. As the gentle flicker of first light softly recedes from our inner vision, leaving a sense of delicate awakening, let us now journey into the very essence of that light, exploring its hidden nature. Imagine the world around you, not as a collection of static objects, but as a vast, silent ocean permeated by ceaseless, invisible undulations. This is the profound, unhurried reality of light as a silent wave, an ethereal messenger carrying energy and the promise of color across unimaginable distances, without ever uttering a sound. Think of a perfectly calm, still lake, its surface undisturbed by even the faintest breeze. If you were to gently tap the surface with a single fingertip, A tiny, exquisite ripple would spread outwards in ever-widening circles, moving gracefully across the water. This ripple carries energy, but the water itself does not travel with the ripple. Rather, it simply moves up and down, transferring the energy from one point to the next. In a similar, profoundly elegant way, light travels through space not as a stream of particles, but as an electromagnetic wave. It is a disturbance, a vibration in the fabric of electromagnetic fields that propagates outwards, carrying its energy and information with it, while the medium itself remains serenely in place. This wave, unlike the sound waves we hear with our ears, requires no air or water to travel. It can move effortlessly through the profound emptiness of space, through the vast silent chasms between stars and galaxies. This is why the light from distant suns and ancient nebulae can reach us across billions of light years, crossing voids that would otherwise silence any audible whisper. The electromagnetic wave is the universe's most patient, most tireless traveler, perpetually unfolding its energy across the cosmic loom, a testament to its boundless reach and unhurried persistence. Consider the vast spectrum of these electromagnetic waves, the light our eyes can perceive. What we call visible light is but a tiny, precious sliver of this immense continuum. Beyond the familiar hues of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet lie the invisible realms. There are radio waves, long and sweeping, like gentle and slow-moving ocean swells, used by us to carry distant melodies and quiet conversations across continents. There are microwaves, shorter and more energetic, capable of gently warming our food or quietly communicating with satellites orbiting above. And then there are infrared waves, those soft, pervasive emanations of heat that emanate from every warm body, felt on our skin as a comforting presence, even in darkness. As the wavelengths become shorter, the light waves become even more energetic, yet they still move with that same silent grace. We find ultraviolet light, invisible to our eyes but capable of bestowing a gentle warmth upon our skin, or causing the ethereal glow of certain flowers. Beyond that lie X-rays, penetrating and profound, used by us to glimpse the delicate structures within our own bodies, or to peer through the gas and dust that obscures distant cosmic phenomena. And finally, the highest energy waves, gamma rays, born from the most extreme events in the universe, yet still traveling with the same silent, unwavering speed, carrying whispers of cosmic birth and stellar demise. Each of these wave types, visible or invisible, is a unique manifestation of the same fundamental phenomenon, light itself, in its various wavelengths and energies. The most extraordinary characteristic of these silent waves of light is their speed. In the profound emptiness of a vacuum, light travels at an immutable, astonishing velocity, approximately 186,282 miles per second. This speed is the ultimate cosmic constant, the universe's fastest whisper. It is the same for every type of electromagnetic wave, from the longest radio waves to the shortest gamma rays. This constant speed ensures that no matter how far away a star or galaxy might be, its light will eventually reach us, carrying its ancient story across the vast stretches of time and space, a persistent, unwavering message across the cosmic deep. Think of a silent, perfectly synchronized dance troupe moving across an infinitely vast stage. Each dancer, representing a photon, moves with exquisite precision, maintaining a fixed pace regardless of the journey's length. They carry with them intricate costumes of color and energy, but they make no sound, leaving no audible trace. This is the silent ballet of light waves, constantly filling the universe with information, continuously revealing its wonders, yet doing so with a profound, unhurried quietude that invites deep contemplation rather than hurried excitement. The very concept of color, which we will explore more deeply, is entirely dependent on the wavelength of these silent light waves. When light encounters an object, some wavelengths are gently absorbed, while others are softly reflected or transmitted. It is the reflected or transmitted wavelengths that our eyes perceive as color. A red rose leaf, for instance, isn't inherently red. It simply reflects the red wavelengths of light and absorbs most others. The perceived color is a delicate interaction between the light wave, the object, and our visual system, a profound dance of perception unfolding in silence. Even the pervasive presence of darkness is not truly the absence of light, but rather the absence of visible light. The very space that appears dark to our eyes might still be permeated by an abundance of invisible light waves, radio waves from distant cosmic events, infrared from warm celestial bodies, or X-rays from active galaxies. The universe is never truly empty of light's presence, even if it falls beyond the gentle reach of our human perception. This offers a comforting thought, a realization that light is always there, always flowing, even in the deepest, most profound quietude, a constant, unseen source of energy and information. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the notion of light as a silent wave to wash over you. Imagine these invisible, unhurried undulations flowing perpetually through the vastness of space, carrying the promise of warmth, the beauty of color, and the echoes of ancient cosmic events. Feel the profound tranquility of their ceaseless journey, knowing that they bring the universe's deepest secrets to your gentle awareness, without ever uttering a sound. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the boundless, silent symphony of light. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, ever-present flow of the universe's most patient, luminous whispers, as the silent waves of light gently wash over our minds, revealing their profound, unhurried journey through the cosmos. Let us now guide our focus to the exquisite marvel that receives these luminous whispers, our own eyes. Imagine them not merely as organs of sight, but as delicate, living lenses, meticulously crafted windows to the world, patiently gathering and refining the vast symphony of light into the vibrant tapestry of our visual experience. This is the eye's delicate lens, a masterpiece of natural engineering, quietly opening our awareness to the beautiful details that unfold around us. Think of a skilled, ancient craftsman, meticulously shaping a piece of polished glass to focus the soft rays of the sun. In a similar, profoundly elegant way, the very first part of your eye that light encounters is the cornea. This transparent, dome-shaped outer layer acts like a clear, protective window, gently bending the incoming light rays to begin the process of focusing them. It's the eye's silent welcome, allowing the luminous whispers from the world to enter its delicate inner chambers. The cornea's perfect curvature is essential, ensuring that the initial gathering of light is precise and unhurried, preparing it for the deeper journey inward. Beyond the cornea lies the pupil, that dark, seemingly empty circle at the center of your eye. But the pupil is not truly empty. It is simply an opening, a doorway whose size is subtly and gracefully controlled by the iris, the colored part of your eye. Imagine the iris as a soft, living aperture, like the adjustable opening of a well-loved camera. In bright light, it gently contracts, narrowing the pupil to limit the amount of incoming light, protecting the delicate structures within. In dim light, it subtly expands, widening the pupil to gather every available photon, much like a nocturnal flower slowly opening its petals to the faint glow of the moon. This continuous, unhurried adjustment ensures that your eye always collects the perfect amount of light, adapting seamlessly to the changing conditions of your visual world. Once through the pupil, the light rays encounter the lens itself, a clear, flexible structure nestled just behind the iris. This lens is another marvel of gentle precision. Unlike a rigid piece of glass, your eye's lens is soft and pliable, capable of subtly changing its shape. Tiny, delicate muscles attached to the lens gently contract or relax, causing it to become either more rounded or flatter. This quiet, continuous reshaping allows the eye to finely adjust its focus, bringing distant landscapes into crisp clarity or allowing you to perceive the intricate details of a nearby object. It's an automatic, unconscious act, a tireless, gentle effort to ensure that the light reaching the back of your eye forms a perfectly focused image, no matter the distance. The journey of light culminates upon the retina, a thin, light-sensitive layer that lines the very back of your eye. Imagine the retina as the delicate film in a classic camera, or a vast, intricate canvas waiting to be painted. This incredible layer contains millions of specialized cells, the rods and cones, which we gently touched upon earlier. The rods, numerous and highly sensitive, are the quiet observers of light and shadow, helping you navigate in dim conditions, perceiving the subtle nuances of grayscale. The cones, fewer in number but exquisitely attuned, are the sensitive artists of color, responding to different wavelengths of light to create the vibrant hues that fill your world. Each time a photon of light gently lands on a rod or a cone cell, it triggers a subtle electrical signal. This isn't a loud, insistent jolt, but a delicate, electrochemical whisper, transforming the energy of light into the language of your nervous system. These countless fleeting whispers are then gathered and transmitted along the optic nerve, a thick bundle of fibers just which acts like a quiet, efficient pathway, carrying this rich stream of visual information from your eye directly to your brain. It's a continuous, unhurried flow of data, a ceaseless dialogue between the external world and your internal realm of perception. The entire process, from the moment light enters the cornea to the sending of signals along the optic nerve, occurs with an astonishing speed and a profound, silent elegance. Your eyes are constantly making these minute adjustments, focusing, dilating, adapting to changing light levels, all without conscious effort. It's a testament to the seamless, gentle artistry of your own body, a complex system working in perfect harmony to present you with a continuous, coherent visual experience. This continuous, quiet work ensures that your window to the world is always perfectly tuned, always ready to receive the next subtle detail, the next gentle shade. Even the protection of your eyes is part of this gentle architecture. Your eyelids, soft and delicate, offer a gentle shield, closing unconsciously to protect against harsh light or potential disturbance. Your eyelashes, like tiny, feathered sentinels, subtly filter dust and debris, and your tears, a constant, cleansing flow, gently wash the surface of your eye and keeping it lubricated and clear, ensuring that its delicate lens remains pristine and ready to receive the world's luminous offerings. These are subtle, pervasive acts of care, ensuring the continued, effortless function of your precious sense of sight. The eye's delicate lens is not just a biological instrument, it is a profound connection to the universe. It is attuned to the very light waves that travel from distant stars, that reflect off the moon, that dance in the atmosphere. Your eyes allow you to perceive the vastness of the night sky, the delicate colors of a sunset, the intricate patterns of a flower, all made possible by this remarkable, gentle system within you. It is a conduit, a silent bridge between the outer world of light and the inner world of perception, revealing beauty with every soft glance. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow yourself to feel the exquisite delicacy and profound function of your own eyes. Imagine them softly resting, their intricate parts quietly aligned, ready to receive the gentle light of your dreams. Feel the peacefulness that comes from surrendering to this internal marvel, understanding that your eyes are a testament to nature's profound artistry, continuously and effortlessly painting the world for you. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous beauty that your own senses bring forth. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly perceiving embrace of your own inner vision. As the eye's delicate lens continues its quiet work, patiently gathering and refining the subtle whispers of light. Let us now unravel a deeper mystery: how these silent light waves are gently transformed into the vibrant, astonishing hues that fill our world. Imagine color not as an inherent property of objects, but as a profound, silent language spoken by light itself, meticulously translated by the delicate processes within our eyes and mind. This is the language of color, a mesmerizing dance from wavelength to hue, unfolding with exquisite subtlety. Think of a gentle, unseen symphony playing all around you, composed not of audible notes, but of invisible light waves, each vibrating at a slightly different frequency. The light that streams from our sun, what we perceive as white light, is actually a harmonious blend of all these different frequencies, all the colors of the rainbow, seamlessly interwoven. Imagine it as a vast, continuous ribbon, holding every conceivable shade within its luminous embrace. Each distinct color within this ribbon corresponds to a specific wavelength of light, a tiny, precise measure of its energetic vibration. The longest, slowest waves register as soft reds, while the shortest, most rapid waves manifest as serene violets. And all the shades in between occupy their unique place on this silent, energetic spectrum. Now, consider a familiar object, perhaps a soft, emerald green leaf. When the full spectrum of sunlight gently falls upon this leaf, something remarkable and entirely silent occurs. The leaf is not inherently green. Rather, its surface possesses a unique molecular structure that patiently absorbs most of the wavelengths of light: the blues, the yellows, the reds, but gracefully reflects or bounces back. The green wavelengths. It is these reflected green waves that travel through the air, enter your eye, and eventually reach your retina. This selective absorption and reflection is the leaf's quiet way of communicating its greenness to your visual system. Once these reflected light waves reach your retina, they encounter those specialized cells we spoke of earlier, the cones. These cones are not all the same. They are like a team of dedicated translators, each uniquely sensitive to different families of wavelengths. Some cones are gently attuned to the longer wavelengths, perceiving them as red. Others respond primarily to the medium wavelengths, interpreting them as green. And a third type is sensitive to the shorter wavelengths, translating them into blue. It's a delicate, collaborative effort, as these three types of cones quietly absorb the incoming light and generate their own unique electrical whispers. The magic truly begins as your brain receives these whispers. It doesn't receive a distinct signal for red or blue. Instead, it receives a complex combination of signals from all three types of cones. Imagine your brain as a master artist, silently mixing and blending these subtle inputs. Much like a painter carefully combines primary colors on a palette, if the red sensing cones are stimulated strongly and the green sensing ones moderately, your brain might interpret that combination as orange. If all three types of cones are stimulated equally and gently, your brain perceives this harmonious blend as white. This intricate comparison and synthesis is how your brain paints the vast, continuous spectrum of millions of hues that you experience as color. Consider the soft, ephemeral dance of a rainbow across the sky. It is not a solid object, but a luminous arc of color created when sunlight gently passes through countless tiny raindrops. Each raindrop acts like a miniature prism, patiently bending and separating the different wavelengths of white light into their constituent colors. The shorter wavelengths, violet and blue, are bent more sharply than the longer wavelengths, red and orange, causing them to spread out into a graceful, visible spectrum. This quiet separation of light into its fundamental components is a beautiful illustration of the physics of color, a transient, ethereal masterpiece painted by light and water. The language of color also tells us that what we perceive is not an absolute truth, but a deeply personal, subjective experience. A particular shade of blue might evoke a feeling of calm in one person and introspection in another, even though the underlying light wavelength is the same. This is because our brain's interpretation of color is influenced not only by the direct input from our eyes, but also by our memories, emotions, and cultural associations. Color is a silent dialogue between the objective properties of light and the subjective landscape of our inner world, a beautiful fusion of physics and perception. Even in darkness, the memory of color lingers. Imagine closing your eyes after gazing at a vibrant sunset. The afterimages, those fleeting whispers of hue that dance behind your eyelids, are a testament to the persistence of color in your internal landscape. A subtle imprint left by the light waves that just caressed your retina. Your brain continues its gentle processing, even when the external stimulus has faded, softly recreating the luminous experience within your mind. This quiet continuation of vision, even without direct input, underscores the brain's active role in painting our inner canvas. The depth and richness of a color can also be influenced by the surrounding colors, a phenomenon known as color context. A gray square might appear subtly different when placed against a deep blue background versus a soft yellow one. This is because your brain is constantly making comparisons, interpreting hues not in isolation, but in their harmonious relationship to one another. It's like a gentle conversation between adjacent shades, each subtly influencing the perception of its neighbor, creating a more nuanced and intricate visual story. The very subtlety of these interactions highlights the complex, yet quiet, artistry of our visual system. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the language of color to wash over you. Imagine the silent light waves flowing, gently touching objects, and patiently reflecting their unique wavelengths to your eyes. Feel your cones and your brain quietly working in perfect harmony, translating these invisible vibrations into the vibrant hues that paint your world. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous beauty that is created from the dance of wavelengths to hues within your very being. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly perceived embrace of your own inner vision, ready to paint the colors of your dreams. As the language of color gently unveils its silent dance from wavelength to hue, revealing how external light is translated into the vibrant world we perceive. Let us now journey deeper still. We will step into the most intimate and miraculous part of this process, the brain's soft weave, where raw signals from our eyes are transformed into the rich, intricate tapestry of our inner visual experience. Imagine your mind not as a passive observer, but as a master artist, patiently and silently painting the inner canvas of your awareness with light and shadow, form and color. Think of the delicate, ceaseless flow of tiny electrical whispers traveling from your retina, along the optic nerve towards the back of your brain. These whispers are not yet a picture. They are merely intricate patterns of electrochemical impulses, a vast, complex code. Your brain, with its profound and gentle wisdom, receives this raw information and begins its tireless work of interpretation. It's like receiving countless individual threads of silk, each of a different texture and subtle color, and then, with an unseen, unhurried artistry, weaving them together into a magnificent, coherent fabric. This weaving process is continuous, effortless, and entirely silent, yet it creates the entirety of your visual reality. The first gentle touch of these visual whispers reaches a specific region at the very back of your brain, known as the visual cortex. This is not a single monolithic processing unit, but a vast interconnected network of specialized areas, each dedicated to subtly interpreting different aspects of the incoming information. Some areas quietly discern the edges and lines of objects, tracing their contours with a delicate precision. Others softly detect motion, sensing the subtle flow of a river or the gentle sway of leaves in a breeze. Still others patiently process the spatial relationships between objects, understanding where one thing ends and another begins, creating a sense of depth and perspective. As these fundamental elements are gently analyzed, The information then flows deeper into other, higher-level visual areas of the brain. Here, the magic of recognition begins to unfold. Your brain starts to piece together these fragments, comparing them with stored memories and experiences. A collection of lines and curves might softly coalesce into the familiar shape of a teacup. A particular arrangement of colors and shadows might resolve into the beloved face of a friend. This process is often so seamless, so instantaneous, that we are unaware of the profound computational artistry occurring within. It's a silent, rapid comparison, constantly matching the new input with the vast library of your past, painting meaning onto the form. The perception of color, in particular, is a stunning example of the brain's soft weave. While the cones in your retina send signals about different wavelengths of light, it is your brain that truly creates the hue. It compares the relative strengths of the signals from your red, green, and blue cones, and based on these subtle differences, it generates the experience of every imaginable shade from the softest pastel pink to the deepest, most vibrant indigo. This isn't just a simple decoding, it's a creative act where the brain paints the subjective experience of color onto your inner canvas, making the world luminous and rich. Consider the phenomenon of optical illusions, those playful visual tricks that gently remind us of the brain's active role in constructing reality. A pattern of lines might appear to bend or distort, even though they are perfectly straight. A gray square might look darker or lighter depending on the surrounding colors. These illusions highlight that what we see is not always a direct, unfiltered representation of the external world, but rather the brain's best, most gentle interpretation of the incoming sensory data. It is constantly making inferences, filling in gaps, and creating a coherent picture based on its past experiences and current context. Even in darkness, when external light is absent, your mind continues its work of painting the inner canvas. When you close your eyes and drift towards sleep, images might spontaneously arise, sometimes faint and fleeting, sometimes vivid and detailed. These are the colors of dreams, the brain's own internal projections, created without any external light input. They are powerful evidence of the mind's inherent capacity to generate visual experiences from within, to continue its creative weave even in the absence of external stimulation. Crafting a silent, personal world of imagery and color, the speed and efficiency of this brain's soft weave are truly astonishing. From the moment light strikes your retina to the moment you consciously perceive an object, only a fraction of a second has passed. Yet, within that fleeting interval, countless complex calculations, comparisons, and syntheses have occurred, all with an exquisite, unhurried precision. It is a testament to the profound, silent power of your own nervous system, a continuous act of creation that operates seamlessly beneath the surface of your conscious awareness. This internal artistry ensures that the visual world always unfolds for you with a beautiful, continuous flow, without any visible effort. This realization that our reality is gently painted by our mind is deeply comforting. It means that our perception is not passive, but an active, creative process, constantly evolving, constantly making meaning. It also reminds us that the world we experience is, in a profound way, uniquely our own, a personal masterpiece rendered by our brain's intricate, gentle artistry. There is a quiet magic in knowing that every color you see, every shape you discern, every face you recognize is a delicate creation of your own inner landscape. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow your mind to softly continue its work of painting the inner canvas. Release any need to control the images or the colors that may arise. Simply let them flow, like gentle currents in a calm river. Feel the profound peace that comes from surrendering to this internal creativity. Understanding that your brain is a master artist, continuously weaving the threads of light into the vibrant tapestry of your visual experience. Even in the deepest quietude, there is a deep, abiding peace in this connection. a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous artistry of your own mind. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly creating embrace of your own inner vision, ready to dream in brilliant hues. As the brain's soft weave continues its silent, masterful work, patiently painting the inner canvas of our awareness with the vibrant hues of the perceived world. Let us now turn to an equally essential, yet often overlooked, element of our visual experience: shadows. Imagine these areas of diminished light not as mere absences, but as profound spaces of quietude, where light finds its gentle repose, allowing form to gain depth, mystery to subtly emerge, and the full brilliance of color to be truly appreciated. This is the shadow's embrace, a realm where light finds its quietude, inviting us to contemplate the beautiful balance between illumination and obscurity. Think of a gentle, comforting darkness that descends upon a familiar room as twilight deepens. The objects within the room do not simply disappear, instead their edges soften, their colors deepen, and their forms acquire a new, serene quality. A sharp corner might become a soft curve. A vibrant pattern might fade into a subtle texture. This isn't a loss, but a transformation, as the shadows begin their gentle work of reshaping the visual landscape. They introduce a profound sense of three-dimensionality, allowing the mind to perceive depth and volume where only flat surfaces existed before. Consider a single soft lamp illuminating a still life. The light directly touches certain areas, making them glow with a luminous clarity. But it is the shadows that fall gently behind and beneath the objects that truly bring them to life. The long, tapering shadow of a vase, the soft, diffused shadow, cast by a piece of fruit. These are not empty spaces, but filled with subtle gradations of darkness, providing context and anchoring the objects in their space. They are the quiet, unassuming partners to light, allowing the illuminated forms to stand out with greater presence and definition. Without the shadows, the world would appear flat and uninteresting, a canvas without depth. Now, imagine the deep, pervasive shadows cast by a dense forest at midday, where only dappled sunlight manages to filter through the thick canopy. Within these shadows, a different world emerges. The vibrant greens of the leaves might soften into rich, dark emeralds, and the textures of tree bark become more pronounced. Sounds seem muffled, and the air feels cooler, infused with a quiet stillness. These are the shadow's embrace, inviting us into a realm of mystery and introspection. They offer respite from the intensity of direct light, providing a gentle haven where our eyes can rest and our minds can wander into deeper contemplation. The subtle play of shadows is also profoundly linked to the passage of time. Think of the long, stretching shadows cast by a building in the late afternoon sun, gradually lengthening and shifting as the day gently wanes. These moving shadows are silent clocks, marking the unhurried journey of the sun across the sky. They transform familiar landscapes, adding new dimensions and ever-changing patterns, reminding us that nothing is truly static, and that beauty can be found in the continuous, gentle flow of moments. Each shift in a shadow is a whisper of the Earth's perpetual rotation, a visual testament to the relentless, yet peaceful, march of time. Even in the most vibrant expressions of color, shadows play a crucial role. A vivid red flower, when partially bathed in shadow, reveals a deeper, richer spectrum of reds and purples than it would in uniform, bright light. The shadows gently coax out the nuanced undertones, allowing the color to express its full range of possibilities. They are the quiet critics, highlighting the intricacies of hue, ensuring that the light we perceive is not simplistic, but layered and profound. This interplay demonstrates that light and shadow are not opposites, but inseparable partners, each enhancing the other's beauty. Consider the gentle mystery that shadows evoke. A familiar object, partially obscured by shadow, can take on an entirely new character, hinting at unseen details or suggesting hidden stories. This is the shadow's quiet invitation to imagination, encouraging our minds to complete the picture, to fill in the unseen, and to embrace the beauty of the unknown. It's a subtle reminder that not everything needs to be fully revealed to be appreciated. Sometimes the most profound beauty lies in what remains gently hidden. Softly suggested, the very act of perceiving shadows is a testament to the brain's sophistication. Your brain doesn't just register an absence of light, it actively interprets the patterns of diminished illumination, calculating depth, volume, and the position of the light source. This is a continuous, unconscious process, silently adding richness and realism to your visual world. The brain's soft weave is always at work, not just painting with light, but also meticulously sketching the subtle contours of shadow, ensuring that your inner canvas is always fully dimensional and profoundly real. The comfort found in shadows is ancient and deeply ingrained. From the security of a den to the cool respite of a cave, shadows have always offered shelter and a place for rest. In the quiet embrace of night, when the world is largely given over to darkness, we find a natural invitation to surrender, to let go of the day's intensity, and to allow our senses to calm. The shadows are a gentle transition, a soft curtain drawing across the stage of our conscious perception, preparing us for the deeper quietude of slumber. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the shadow's embrace to envelop you. Imagine the soft, diffused darkness providing a comforting cloak, allowing the vibrant colors of your inner world to emerge with a new, gentle depth. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing shadows not as empty spaces, but as essential partners to light, revealing form, creating mystery, and enhancing beauty. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle and harmonious interplay of light and dark, guiding you softly into the restful quietude of night. As the shadow's embrace gently reminds us of the profound interplay between light and its quiet repose. Let us now journey into an even more intimate and often surprising landscape, the vibrant tapestry, where colors and emotions subtly intertwine. Imagine your mind not just seeing a hue, but feeling it, perhaps even hearing its soft presence. This is the colors of emotion, a synesthetic whisper where our inner world paints its feelings in the most delicate and profound shades. Think of the way a soft, calming blue can instantly bring a sense of peace to your being, like a gentle hand soothing a troubled brow, or how a warm, inviting yellow might evoke feelings of joy and contentment, much like the comforting embrace of sunlight on a cool morning. These are not merely associations we have learned. They are often deep-seated, almost primal connections between the wavelengths of light and the subtle stirrings of our inner landscape. The very act of perceiving a color can trigger a cascade of feelings, a silent internal dialogue between your eyes, your brain, and your heart. Consider the pervasive human tendency to describe emotions with colors. We speak of seeing red when angry, feeling blue when sad, or being green with envy. These are not just poetic phrases. They reflect a deeply ingrained, almost universal understanding of the emotional resonance of different hues. This connection is forged early in life, influenced by countless experiences, but rooted in our biological responses to light and color. A gentle, soft pink might evoke tenderness, like the delicate blush of a cherished memory, while a deep, pervasive black might represent mystery or profound quietude, akin to the peaceful embrace of deep night. Now, imagine the fascinating phenomenon known as synesthesia, a gentle crossing of the senses where one sensory input automatically and involuntarily triggers an experience in another. For a person with synesthesia, seeing a certain color might automatically evoke a particular taste, or hearing a specific sound might cause them to see a color in their mind's eye. It's as if the brain's usual neatly separated pathways for sensory information gently intertwine, allowing for a richer, more multidimensional perception of reality. For example, someone with grapheme color synesthesia might always see the letter A as a gentle, calming blue, and the number 5 as a vibrant, energetic red. These are not conscious decisions, but automatic, deeply felt experiences, a constant, gentle symphony of interwoven senses. It's a profound demonstration of the mind's incredible capacity to paint its inner canvas in ways that transcend our usual understandings, revealing the delicate, almost poetic connections that can exist between disparate sensory inputs. The sound of a soft cello might gently bloom into a deep, velvety purple for them, or a fleeting taste of cinnamon might shimmer with a warm, golden hue. Even without full synesthesia, we all experience a milder, more subtle form of this cross-sensory connection. Think of the way certain music evokes strong visual imagery, or how the aroma of freshly baked bread can bring forth vivid memories and associated feelings. These are the synesthetic whispers of our everyday lives, gentle reminders that our senses are not isolated islands, but are intricately connected, constantly influencing and enriching one another. Our mind is always seeking patterns, always drawing connections, subtly weaving together the threads of perception into a coherent, meaningful experience. The link between color and emotion is also deeply influenced by culture and personal experience. A particular color might carry different meanings in different parts of the world, much like a whispered phrase can be interpreted differently depending on the context. However, there are many universal associations that persist, such as the calming effect of natural blues and greens, perhaps stemming from our ancient, innate connection to the sky, the ocean, and the nurturing embrace of nature. The quiet warmth of orange and yellow, reminiscent of sunlight and fire, often evoke feelings of comfort and vitality across diverse cultures, speaking to universal human experiences. Consider how artists gently use color to evoke specific feelings in their work. A painter might choose soft, muted greens and grays to create a serene, melancholic mood, or employ vibrant, contrasting reds and yellows to express energy and passion. They are intuitively tapping into the language of color and its inherent emotional resonance, guiding the viewer's feelings with subtle strokes of the brush. It's a silent conversation between the artist's intent and the viewer's inner world, orchestrated through the deliberate choice and gentle blending of hues. The very act of remembering a past event can cause our mind to repaint it with associated colors and feelings. A memory of a joyful childhood summer day might be bathed in warm, golden yellows, while a more reflective, quiet moment might be tinged with soft, contemplative blues or grays. These are the mind's internal visualizations of emotion, a continuous, gentle artistry that overlays our experiences with a rich, subjective palette, making our memories not just factual recollections, but emotionally resonant landscapes. Ultimately, understanding the colors of emotion means recognizing the profound, gentle intimacy between our inner world and the external stimuli we perceive. It is an acknowledgement that our mind is not a mere receiver, but an active, creative participant in shaping our reality, constantly infusing it with meaning and feeling through the subtle language of color. This connection is a testament to the richness of our human experience, a beautiful reminder that our perceptions are deeply woven with the fabric of our emotional lives. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the colors of emotion to wash over you like a soft, comforting tide. Imagine your mind gently painting your inner canvas with soothing blues, warm yellows, or any hues that bring you peace. Feel the profound connection between the light you perceive and the subtle stirrings of your heart. Understanding that your senses are intimately linked in a beautiful, synesthetic whisper. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous beauty that your own emotions bring forth. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly perceived embrace of your own inner world, where every feeling finds its gentle hue. As the colors of emotion gently weave their synesthetic whispers through our inner landscape, reminding us of the profound connections between sight and feeling. Let us now broaden our perception beyond the familiar spectrum that our human eyes can perceive. Imagine that the universe holds an even richer tapestry of light and color, one that extends far beyond the hues of our rainbows, revealing a hidden visual world. This is the realm beyond the visible, where infrared and ultraviolet dreams whisper tales of unseen energies and secret beauty, inviting us to contemplate the vastness of perception in the natural world. Think of light not just as the visible glow that illuminates our daily lives, but as a vast, continuous electromagnetic spectrum, like an infinitely long, silent piano keyboard. Our human eyes are capable of perceiving only a small central section of this keyboard, the notes that range from deep red to vibrant violet. But the universe plays a much grander symphony, with countless other notes vibrating at wavelengths that are too long or too short for our delicate cones to register. These invisible wavelengths carry their own unique information and stories, unfolding continuously around us, even if we cannot directly see them. Consider infrared light, vibrating at wavelengths slightly longer than red, and often associated with heat. Imagine a warm, cozy blanket, gently radiating its warmth, or the subtle glow of a heated stone. While we cannot visually perceive this heat in the way we see a flame, our skin can sense its pervasive presence. But for some creatures, like the gentle pit vipers, infrared light is a vivid visual reality. These snakes possess specialized heat-sensing pits on their faces that allow them to see the thermal signatures of their prey, even in complete darkness, painting the world for them in shades of radiating warmth. It's as if their minds create a moving thermal map, a living infrared dream that guides their quiet movements through the night. Now, let your mind drift to ultraviolet light, vibrating at wavelengths shorter than violet. While largely invisible to us, this energetic light reveals a hidden world of vibrant patterns and subtle glows for many insects and birds. Imagine a seemingly plain flower, its petals appearing uniformly white or yellow to our eyes. But under ultraviolet light, this same flower might reveal intricate guiding patterns, like a hidden landing strip of ultraviolet lines and bullseyes, drawing bees directly to its nectar. For the bee, the world is painted with these secret ultraviolet beacons, a landscape of luminous, unseen artistry, guiding its diligent work. Think of a butterfly's delicate wings, often displaying muted patterns to our human gaze. Yet, many butterflies possess elaborate, ultraviolet patterns on their wings, invisible to us, but brightly signaling to other butterflies of their own species. These ultraviolet signals are like silent, secret codes, conveying information about identity, mate selection, and even mood, all communicated through a language of color that exists just beyond our visual reach. It's a testament to nature's profound ingenuity, constantly weaving subtle messages into the fabric of existence, waiting for the right kind of eye to perceive them. Even the sunlight that reaches our planet contains a significant portion of ultraviolet light, which, while invisible, has profound effects. It gently stimulates vitamin D production in our skin, but in excess, it can also cause the subtle reddening of a sunburn, a reminder of its hidden power. Our atmosphere, like a gentle filter, absorbs much of the harmful ultraviolet radiation, allowing only the gentler wavelengths to reach the surface, ensuring a delicate balance that sustains life. It's a continuous, unseen interaction, shaping our very biology without us ever truly seeing the light that orchestrates it. Consider how some birds, beyond their vibrant visible plumage, can also perceive a broader range of ultraviolet colors than humans. For them, a seemingly plain brown bird might possess dazzling ultraviolet patterns on its feathers, acting as signals in courtship rituals or social interactions. Their world is painted with a richer, more nuanced palette, where subtle ultraviolet distinctions convey profound meaning, creating a visual symphony far more complex than our eyes can appreciate. It's as if they live in a permanent state of subtle visual enchantment. constantly perceiving hidden layers of beauty. The very concept of the electromagnetic spectrum stretching beyond the visible invites a sense of humility and wonder. It reminds us that our perception of reality, while rich and intricate, is merely one unique interpretation of the universe's vast, boundless offerings. There are countless other ways to see, countless other colors that exist, continuously flowing around us, shaping the experiences of other creatures and influencing the hidden processes of our world. It's a quiet invitation to embrace the unknown, to appreciate the mysteries that lie just beyond the gentle reach of our familiar senses. This understanding also broadens our appreciation for the delicate artistry of evolution. The development of different visual systems in various species, attuned to specific wavelengths of light, be it infrared to hunt in darkness, or ultraviolet to find hidden floral patterns, is a testament to nature's boundless creativity. Each unique sensory adaptation allows a creature to perceive its world in a way perfectly suited to its gentle existence, ensuring survival and flourishing within its particular niche. A harmonious alignment between perception and environment. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow your mind to softly expand beyond the visible. Imagine a world painted with the gentle hues of infrared warmth and the secret patterns of ultraviolet light, a tapestry of colors that stretches far beyond what your eyes can typically perceive. Feel the profound tranquility that comes from realizing the vastness of perception in the universe. Understanding that beauty and information exist in countless unseen forms, continuously flowing around you. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous beauty of the unseen world. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly perceived embrace of your own expanding inner vision, ready to dream in all the colors of the universe, both seen and unseen. As our minds gently expand beyond the visible, embracing the unseen hues of infrared and ultraviolet dreams, let us now guide our gaze back to our own remarkable world, to witness the breathtaking tapestry of colors painted by our planet itself. Imagine Earth not merely as a sphere, but as a living canvas, continuously rendered in shades of azure, emerald, and ochre, shifting with the seasons and the unhurried rhythms of natural cycles. This is the planet's palette, a vibrant, ever-changing masterpiece of colors of earth and sky, inviting us to contemplate its profound, inherent beauty. Think of the vast, enveloping blue of our daytime sky, a comforting canopy stretching endlessly above. This pervasive blue is not an inherent color of the air, but a magnificent optical illusion, a gentle scattering of sunlight by the tiny molecules in our atmosphere. As white light traverses the air, the shorter blue wavelengths are softly dispersed in all directions, painting the sky with its familiar hue, while the longer wavelengths of red and yellow continue their journey more directly towards us. This silent, continuous scattering creates a sense of vastness and openness, a soothing backdrop to our daily lives, a perpetual invitation to gaze upwards with quiet wonder. Now, consider the profound blue of the ocean's depths, that immense liquid embrace that covers so much of our planet. Just as the sky appears blue due to scattering, the ocean's inherent blue is primarily a result of water molecules gently absorbing the longer wavelengths of light reds and yellows, allowing the shorter blue wavelengths to penetrate deeper and be reflected back to our eyes. In shallower, clearer waters, the subtle presence of tiny particles can scatter even more blue light, making the water appear even more vibrantly azure. It's a testament to the ocean's vastness and its capacity to hold and reflect the softest, most ethereal hues, a liquid mirror reflecting the very sky above it. Then there is the rich, vibrant green of the Earth's biosphere, that living, breathing veil of plants that carpets so much of our land. This pervasive green is the color of life itself, a gentle declaration of growth and vitality. It arises from the chlorophyll within plants, the magical pigment that quietly absorbs most wavelengths of light for photosynthesis, but gracefully reflects the green wavelengths. From the soft, tender greens of new spring leaves to the deep, resonant emeralds of ancient forests. This color speaks of continuous renewal, of the planet's boundless capacity to nurture and sustain life, a constant reminder of its vibrant, living essence. Imagine the breathtaking transition of colors during sunrise and sunset, those fleeting moments when the sky ignites with a symphony of warm hues. As the sun dips low on the horizon, its light must travel through a much greater thickness of Earth's atmosphere. The shorter blue wavelengths are almost entirely scattered away, allowing the longer, warmer wavelengths of orange, pink, and deep red to dominate the sky. These are the colors of twilight, painting the clouds and the distant horizon with soft, passionate strokes, a gentle farewell to the day and a tender greeting to the night, reminding us of the planet's exquisite artistry in its daily cycles. Consider the diverse colors of the Earth's landscapes themselves, the warm, earthy browns and reds of ancient deserts, sculpted by wind and time, the soft, muted grays and whites of snow-capped mountains and vast ice sheets, reflecting the quiet purity of frozen water, the variegated ochres and golds of autumnal forests, where leaves gently transform before their soft descent. Each of these colors tells a geological story, a whisper of mineral composition, climate, and the enduring forces that have shaped the land over immense stretches of time. The Earth's palette is infinitely rich, continuously evolving, a silent testament to its profound geological and biological history. Even the clouds, those ethereal wanderers of the sky, thus contribute to this celestial palette. From the bright, fluffy whites of cumulus clouds, brilliantly reflecting sunlight, to the deep, brooding grays of storm clouds, heavy with the promise of rain, they continuously shift the sky's appearance. Their subtle hues reflect the amount of light they scatter or absorb, creating a dynamic, ever-changing backdrop to our world, a continuous, gentle dance between light, water, and air. They are the sky's fleeting brushstrokes, always new, always unique. The planet's palette is a profound source of beauty and wonder, constantly reminding us of the Earth's vitality and dynamism. It is a visual symphony, played out across continents and oceans, through seasons and cycles, always in motion, always renewing itself. The changing colors of a distant mountain range through the day, from the cool blues of dawn to the warm purples of dusk, or the shifting hues of an ocean as clouds pass overhead, are all part of this continuous, unhurried artistic performance. There is no urgency in these changes, only a perpetual, gentle flow, inviting us to simply observe and appreciate. This deep appreciation for the colors of earth and sky fosters a sense of belonging and connection. It reminds us that we are immersed in a living, breathing masterpiece, a world that continually presents itself with boundless beauty, silently inviting our gentle gaze. The very light waves that travel from the sun to paint our world are the same light waves that nourish the plants and warm the oceans, connecting all elements in a harmonious, visual embrace. Our ability to perceive these colors is a gift, a window into the planet's profound artistry. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow the planet's palette to wash over you. Imagine the vast, soothing blues of the sky and ocean, the vibrant greens of life, and the warm, embracing hues of sunrises and sunsets. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing Earth as a living canvas, continuously painting its own magnificent story with an exquisite, unhurried grace. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous beauty of our own remarkable ever-living planet. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly perceived embrace of the Earth's boundless and ever-changing colors. As the planet's palette gently fades, leaving us with a profound sense of Earth's vibrant, ever-changing beauty? We now arrive at the final, most intimate turn of our spiraling journey. We return, not to where we began, but to a deeper understanding of our own delicate place within this vast, luminous blueprint. For all the immense concepts of light and color we have contemplated, the most profound revelations often reside right here in the quiet sanctuary of our own minds, where we continuously paint the inner canvas of our awareness. Throughout our exploration, we have journeyed through the subtle artistry of vision. We began with the gentle flicker of first light, recognizing how our eyes patiently awaken to the world's illumination. We then ventured into the very essence of that illumination, understanding light as a silent wave, an unseen symphony of electromagnetic energy flowing through space. We marveled at the eye's delicate lens, a masterpiece of natural engineering, meticulously gathering and refining these luminous whispers. We unraveled the language of color, discovering how wavelengths are transformed into the vibrant hues that fill our perception. We then stepped into the brain's soft weave, observing how our mind silently paints the inner canvas, creating the intricate tapestry of our visual reality. We embrace the shadow's embrace, recognizing these spaces of diminished light not as mere absences, but as essential partners to illumination, giving depth and mystery to form. We explored the colors of emotion, witnessing the synesthetic whispers where our inner world subtly imbues feelings with their own unique shades. We then broadened our perception beyond the visible, glimpsing the unseen hues of infrared and ultraviolet dreams that reveal a hidden visual world. Finally, we immersed ourselves in the planet's palette, appreciating Earth as a living canvas, continuously rendered in shades of azure, emerald, and ochre, shifting with the seasons and the unhurried rhythms of natural cycles. Now, as you lie nestled in your quiet space, feel how these vast concepts of light, color, and perception gently converge within your own being. The light that softly touches your eyelids is part of that boundless electromagnetic spectrum, carrying ancient whispers and modern realities. Your eyes, in their delicate slumber, continue their quiet work of adaptation and interpretation, even as the external world recedes, and your brain, that master artist, remains poised, ready to continue its profound work of painting, not just the waking world, but the wondrous landscapes of your dreams. Consider the immense creative power of your own mind as you drift towards sleep. It is here, in this liminal space between wakefulness and slumber, that the inner canvas truly comes alive with unparalleled freedom. The colors are not bound by external light sources or the rigid rules of physics. They are fluid, mutable, often infused with the essence of your thoughts, memories, and emotions. A feeling of calm might bloom into a soft, pervasive lavender. A cherished memory might shimmer with golden hues. A fleeting thought might dart across your inner vision as a vibrant, unexpected flash. This is your mind at its most unrestrained, gently creating its own unique visual symphony, painting in the hues of dreams. The hues of dreams are boundless, unconstrained by the limitations of visible light or external reality. You might perceive colors that have no name in your waking vocabulary, shades that blend and shift with an ethereal grace. Shapes might coalesce and dissolve with a quiet fluidity, defying logic, yet making perfect sense within the dream's own gentle narrative. This profound internal artistry is a testament to the brain's inherent capacity for creativity, its ability to construct entire worlds of visual experience from within, without any direct input from the eyes. It is a continuous, silent act of imagination, unfolding with a natural ease. This journey into dreams hues is a vital part of your rest and renewal. As your mind engages in this gentle, imaginative play, it is also processing information, integrating experiences, and subtly preparing itself for the new day. The colors it paints, the images it conjures, are often reflections of your deepest self, whispering insights and soothing anxieties in a language unique to your inner world. There is no urgency in these dreamscapes, only a profound freedom to explore, to wander, and to create without limitation. It is a safe haven, a sanctuary where your consciousness can gently roam. Embrace this nightly ritual of inner painting. Understand that your ability to perceive and create color is a profound gift, a continuous miracle of your own being. Even as the external world darkens, your mind remains a vibrant, luminous space, capable of generating rich visual experiences from its own deep wellspring. This connection to your inner artistry fosters a sense of profound peace and self-acceptance, a recognition of the beautiful, creative force that resides within you. So, as you drift deeper into the quiet embrace of slumber, allow your mind to softly begin its work, freely painting the inner canvas with the boundless hues of your dreams. Release any need to control the flow. Simply surrender to the gentle current of your inner vision. Feel the profound peace that comes from this deep, internal creativity, knowing that your mind is a luminous space, capable of crafting endless beauty, even in its deepest repose. There is a deep, abiding peace in this connection, a sense of being perpetually cradled by the gentle, luminous artistry of your own inner world. Let this peaceful awareness lull you deeper into relaxation, knowing that you are held securely within the tranquil, softly creating embrace of your own inner vision, ready to dream in magnificent, unbounded colors.